So the most daunting thing for me about marathon training has always been the long run of the week, but more specifically the longest run, which is going to be 32k, which is what I've got today. I've been building up to this, so I'm hoping it's going to be all right, but it's still terrifying because not only is it the longest run of the plan, it's the longest run I've ever done in my life. So there's nothing left for it, but basically to just get going. I'm going to take you with me. Let's go. So first K ticked off, 4:24, so actually a little bit quick, but it is slightly downhill, so I'm gonna let myself off. And on the Runner app today, I've got 32k in total, it's my longest run, and that's broken down into 3 lots of 10k plus the 2k at the end. And I'm supposed to run the first 10k easy, comfortable as I feel, the second 10k right around 4:20 pace, and then the last 10k, if I can, between 4:05 to 4:10 pace, which is a little bit scary, and then finish off with a nice easy 2k to kind of cool down, I suppose. Yesterday, did a recovery 6k run, at least a minute per kilometre slower than what I'm running right now, and that felt horrendous. The problem with winter running is knowing what layers to wear, so I reckon it's gloves off time. Literally, metaphorically, still early doors, just gone past 6k, so the first 5k pretty much on a target that I'm comfortable with, so just outside 22 minutes for 5k, so 22:30 would be 4:30. And one of the things that keeps me going during the longer runs is the maths ultimately. So I know that 4:15 per kilometre is exactly 3-hour pace for the marathon, and I've got to run more than half, significantly more than half of this run at that pace, more or less. But so far, so good. And actually, the long runs are the things that I hate, but the things that I like are the faster interval sessions. So my favourite so far, probably from Runna, has been things like over and under Ks. It's a continuous effort, but you're alternating above and below a certain pace. Things like that where it keeps my mind interested and occupied. I find those the most satisfying. Okay, that's 7k, 7th kilometre, 4:21. We're right around the 30-minute mark. That's when I planned to take my first of hopefully 5 gels. Delicious. It's more the breathing and kind of maintaining the pace. Obviously that's the point of practicing it. Attention to detail. I know exactly how much carbohydrates in here. I want all of it. So you got to roll it up from the bottom whilst running. Again, just a little bit of mental distraction. It kind of tastes like old school, like chesty cough syrup. 10k done. That was the beat, 44:11, and if I do some quick maths, 4:30 kilometre average would be 45 minutes, so just a little bit inside that. So now I need to dial the pace up a little bit. I'll keep an eye on my heart rate, and you might not be able to tell on the footage, but it's pretty undulating here. But I'm feeling warm, and only 22k to go. How hard can it be? So now I'm supposed to roll 4:15s. Okay, so the biggest challenge I think I've faced throughout the whole of this period has been mental, psychological. I've just been worried that I can't do it, or that my body wouldn't let me do it. And then it's just the reality of juggling the kids and work-life balance and getting the consistency. That's probably the thing I've been most proud of, is being able to get out consistently. I didn't go too unrealistic with what I was trying to achieve. 3 days a week I thought I could do, plus the gym stuff. And that's kind of reaped its rewards as I try and talk to you whilst going up a massive hill. Just caught myself counting out on my fingers 5 gels at what intervals that's going to be. Sarah was making fun of me. Sarah's on the bike, just a glimpse behind the scenes. So it's not girl maths, it's gel maths. I've just finished my second gel. The plan was to go 7k, then between 12 and 13k, and every 5k from that point onwards, basically. So I'm feeling okay. The fueling stuff's actually pretty new to me, getting into my stride, but I have been testing it on all my long runs to make sure I don't have stomach issues. Come on. Coming up to halfway, and the hills have done me a little bit. As we transitioned from the first 10k into the second one, I tried to up the pace. We hit a few big hills, but I've settled now into a rhythm, right around that 4:10, 4:15 pace. And also, brilliantly, glimpse behind the scenes, Sarah Hartley, my lovely fellow presenter and podcast host, has got me talking points for me, but she's kind of loaded them all into the second half of a 32k run. Really happy about that. So there she is over there looking smug.
Hey, if we can't talk in the second half of the 30k, how are you going to feel on marathon day when we're ready to talk?
there's no way I'm talking on marathon day. In about 10 minutes, I've got to start running 4-minute Ks. We're coming into the business end now. That was 18 kilometers, the 18th kilometer there, 4:08. Starting to feel tired, and throughout this series, I've been banging on about the Runna app, which is ultimately what's helped me to get in the shape where I can do this and take on my first marathon. So if you'd like to try it, then you can get your first 2 weeks for free. Just head to the link that we've got in the description of this video. But I'd love to know if you've got a goal or something that you're working towards, drop it into the comments, because anyone that comments is going to be in with a chance of winning a 1-year free subscription to the Runna training app. We're going to choose one of you, so make sure you like the video, subscribe, and drop us a comment. Sarah's filming me now because the hill's so steep. And Tom's had to get off the back of the bike and run like Chris Froome in the Tour de France. Or walk, I don't know. Made the mistake, gel number 3 on a hill, mixing the flavours up, keep it interesting. Not been much talking since 20k because I've really tried to pick the pace up, which has also coincided with some fairly rolling hills and a little bit of a mess up on my part because I've been pretty good on the gels, but almost forgot about drinking anything until about 20k, and I paid the price with, well, it might be related, it's fatigue as well on the hills, but a little bit of cramp. So a very quick stop, hydrate, and then back into this rolling pace. I'm trying to get as close to 4 minutes actually as I can in this last 10k, and I'm really hurting now, having to dig deep, very, very tired. 26k in, just inside an hour 50, or right around an hour 50, and we're coming towards the unknown territory really, because I've only run this far a few times. Starting to hurt now. Actually, I've been hurting for a little while. People have been asking me what's my favourite part of marathon training. Not this, really not this. The serious answer is the faster session every week. Generally it's been a little bit shorter, and the focus on running faster than marathon pace, whether that's 5k or 10k pace, I just love that. Absolutely love it. And it does make marathon pace, hopefully, feel a little bit easier. Valencia is not hilly though. That's my mantra, Valencia is not hilly. Literally bang on 2 hours. And just a little bit of pain in my knee for the first time in this whole training block, so I'm gonna have to be careful. Give this video a like, I'm killing myself here. But today, I'm doing this, my longest run before the marathon, my longest run ever, in my race shoe. And that is the amazing New Balance Super Comp Elite V3. And we'd love to give you guys, as we beat for 29k, I'd love to give you guys the chance to win a pair of these. So if you'd like to win, then guess my finish time in Valencia in 4 weeks. Pop it in the comments, give this video a like, and make sure you subscribe to the running channel so that you can see the video of my actual race, and you're in with a chance of winning a pair. This is it, longest run ever. We've just ticked over 30k. Someone clever will put the splits up on screen, but I was 2:05 something for 30k. 2k to go, and I can check this one off my list. That's 31k. 1k to go. I'm going to do some kind of clever and coherent summary. 1, I feel awful. 2, I don't know whether I can run another 11k on race day. 3, did I mention I feel awful? So, I don't know if that's a good enough summary, but I'm proud of having got nearly 32k done. I'm confident I'm going to get it done now. And ultimately, this is one of the hardest things for me in the bank now, and I have to take great, like I said, great pride in that and rely on that when it comes to the marathon itself. So I guess thank you for coming along with me on this fairly grueling journey. I'm worried about my knee, worried about cramps and fueling and hydration, but I know that these will all be things that you've experienced in your prep too, so give me some words of support. Don't forget to drop a comment because you can win some amazing shoes, and wish me luck. I'm gonna need it, one foot in front of the other. Still trying to get it done. It was amazing how it switched all of a sudden from being comfortable to grueling and the hardest thing I've ever done. So I think that's a glimpse of what's to come for me. .32 point something kilometers done, and I'm done. I hate running. If you still like the running channel, go and watch this video here where Tom had to train like an Olympian for a week.